Your Holiness, distinguished representatives of religious authorities, dear friends, believers of various religious traditions have gathered here in Rome. While the meeting promoted by John Paul II in Assisi was a turning point, much has been achieved since then. For those who have some familiarity with history, it is surprising to see how believers, once far apart, converge. Above all, they are now convinced that the issues of humanity must be addressed together, globally. I would like to bear witness at the end of these 2 days of meeting that the harsh lesson of the pandemic has heightened in religions an awareness of the need to work together as never before. I felt it in the language and in the dialogue of these days. Something profound has changed. Religions feel that they must move together towards the future, because, as an passionate observer said, Pater Bartholomew said, yesterday world no longer exists. A common concern emerged, and that is peace. You, Holy Father, sounded the alarm, and in the encyclical Fratelli Tutti, war is not a ghost of the past, but has become a constant trend. War is never an answer, or never a solution. The disappearance of the witnesses of the Second World War has weakened the awareness of the horror of war, the harsh relations between countries, the revaluation of force as a political tool are an expression of a culture of violence, which a predatory policy towards the environment is also part. Yes, predator, focused on their own interest, forgetting that the common home of the earth also belongs to the generations to come. The recent pandemic has shown how people are connected and are especially involved in a global destiny. Faced with a world that must renew itself, limited visions and a widespread sense of powerlessness arise. This generation difference, and I have the feeling that religions, on the other hand, remind us that each person's behavior is not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. Everyone counts for their own and others' salvation, but also for the salvation of the earth. Their message is, I am responsible. That's what Rav Goldsmith said. The action of individuals and the act of all collectively manifests the awakening of spiritual energies and solidarity, knowing that spirituality and solidarity walk together. Religions do manifest the weak strength of prayer. The hope is that of promoting a renewed movement of people who are responsible towards others, capable of disarming the climate that surrounds us, disarming it from violence, people who are capable of creating both small and large pathways of peace. It was good to see in these days, the contribution of so many young people who, during these days, have spoken. Their voices were denied by the silence of the pandemic and by the arrogance of the adults. And I thank the many volunteers for this participation. As I thank the many young people and not so young people, volunteers, who have been working and have made us feel today like a community. A world of fraternity, of peace is our aspiration. This was well expressed by the Abu Dhabi document, of which I agreed, together with the Holy Father, one of the protagonists, the great Imam al-Tayyib, a man of great wisdom. We did live through a painful time of pandemic that not yet over. We have seen the fragility of a world. We are at the threshold of a new world, determined to learn from the painful lessons of history, of women and men. We are also determined to build peace with everyone, especially with the poor and the young ones. Thank you for being here.